Hello there team, so welcome. Come and join me down on the mat. It's another core workout and today we're going to be using another piece of yoga prop and we're going to use our cork block. That could be any block, and it could actually be a cushion off the sofa, or it could be a paperback book or something like that, just nothing too heavy. Okay, so we are continuing to work our hourglass figure and our sculpted core. Okay, so down to the mat, we've got 10 minutes in total. We've got one series of moves that we're going to repeat twice, and then we've got two moves that we bolt on to the end. I want you to remember we are specifically trying to work the lower abdominals here. So for those of you ladies that struggle with that lower abdominal, maybe you've had a cesarean or you've had surgery down there and you've got that little flap that is really difficult to get taut and toned, we're going to work on that section. Okay, so hang on in there, we can do this, and remember, practice makes perfect. So grab your yoga block and let's get started. So come down to the mat. I want you to put the block between your thighs and squeeze the block. Roll yourself down. Okay, knees are going to be at 90 degrees. Make sure you've got space either side of you, arms out to the side, squeeze the block. Curl the tailbone under and lock your lower back in place. Suck your belly button down to your spine. We're going to take a twist over to the left and then a twist over to the right. So we're just warming things up. Obviously we're creating that twisting action, which is fantastic for your waist, but we're also sucking our belly button down to our spine and we're imprinting our spine into the mat. Just remember how important the breath work is here. So inhale as you come up and exhale as you go down, and really suck that belly button into that spine. That's it, and lower things with great effort rather than just allowing the legs to fall against gravity. Okay, so remember, gravity could help the legs to fall to the floor. I want you to almost resist. Well done. Last one. Okay, back to center, reset. We're now going to curl the tailbone back and we're going to do a reverse curl but with legs bent. So re-squeeze the block, curl the tailbone back, the hands can come onto the floor, and we're going to lift and gently lower. Lift and gently lower. Notice that I'm resisting rocking the block. So we are lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Specifically trying to get into that lower belly area, which is so difficult for us. Okay, it's virtually the last place on your body that holds fat. So doing these combined with your nutritional tips and advice around lifestyle is really the approach to trying to flatten that lower belly. Okay, it's going to take time, but we're in it together. Last one. Well done. Okay, we're going back to windscreen wipers. This time we're going to take the legs long and we're going to have the block further up the legs. So squeeze the block as tight as possible. Curl the tailbone back. You're going to go out to the side and then drop the legs over to the other side. I've got equipment in the way. I want you to visualize me dropping the legs all the way down. So create space for you when you do this workout, so that you've got enough space to drop your legs over the other side. Now this is a lot tougher than with legs bent. So if you find it's too hard, I want you to bend the legs. Okay team, keeping it going. Give me a few more. And last one. Fantastic. Okay, reset yourself. Take a deep breath. We're going to go for reverse curls again, this time with the block in the high setting position. Okay, so squeeze the block as tight as you possibly can between your ankles. You're going to lift and lower. Squeeze, lift and lower. I want you to squeeze that block to make sure it doesn't drop. That's going to activate your core and your pelvis as well. Lift and lower. Gently release back down to the mat. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You're doing amazing. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. Keeping it going, we're almost there. Woo! Amazing. Lift. Feeling. Check in on yourself. Ooh. Awesome. Lift and lower. Last one. And lower. Woo. Okay, give yourself a little bit of a rest in that position. Okay, rolling down. Squeezing the block between your thighs, arms out to the side. Let's go. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, suck that belly button to the spine, taking the legs down and then back to center. Down and back to center. Well done. So you've done this set of moves once already. So your body hopefully has a memory of what it achieved. And I want you to remember that if you've done it once already, you can definitely do it again. Okay, even if you have to take a bigger rest in the middle before you do the second half. So remember, you can pause and press play. That's it, fantastic. Working on those lower abdominals and that waistline. One more twist either side. Okay, let's reset through the middle. We're going to go reverse curls. We're going to try and avoid the swing. So you're curling the tailbone back and then shooting up to the sky. The palms could come down to the floor. Squeeze the block, really lift that pelvic floor, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift. Down gently, working those lower ab muscles. If the block starts to slip, just stop, re-squeeze it. You don't want to drop it. Use your breath. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale one last time. And rest. Okay, we're going into the extended leg version. Reset yourself, okay? There's nothing wrong with resetting yourself. This is the real world, remember? Okay, so we're going to take the legs up. We're going to curl the tailbone back. Squeeze the block as hard as you possibly can. And then we're going to take legs over one side and legs over the other. That's it. So remember, I'm being slightly curtailed at that side due to furniture. But I want you to make space and go all the way over if you can. set. Are you ready? We're going for high legs, reverse curls. So squeeze the block, lift the tailbone up and squeeze, and away you go. Lift to the sky. Lift. Lift. It's intense, but it works. Squeeze and lift. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And give yourself a little hug. You've got 2 more moves to go. Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to shake things up a little bit. So you've done those 4 moves, you've repeated twice. We're now going to finish. I want you to lift the block into the air, and I want you to lift your legs up into the air naturally. Now notice that your legs actually don't meet the block. Now I want you to try and get the legs back to the block, and you're going to do that by curling your tailbone off the mat. So curl the tailbone off the mat as much as possible, keep it there, and then just lift yourself so that everything meets here, and then we're going to march and bring it back. So every time you bring the legs back, you curl the tailbone off the mat and you work that lower section of your abdominals. You're also getting an upper abdominal workout here as well, just to say. Lift. So I'm going to try and hold that block there. And lift and hold. Lift and hold. Lift and hold. Lift and hold. You're doing amazing. Give me 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Relax. You've got your final move coming up. We are going to pass the block. Okay, so we're going to start with the block behind us. I'm going to start you off with the short-legged version, okay? So you're going to curl the tailbone back, pop the block between the knees, lower and lift, curl the tailbone back and pass. Every time you curl the knees back, the bottom lifts with it and pass. Now, as you get stronger, you can start to elongate the limbs, like so, until you eventually go long with the block. Lift and pass. Give me 2 more. Lift, pass, lift, pass. Last one. Lift, lower, and release. Oh my goodness me, that was absolutely intense and is definitely one to practice over and over again, as much as you can, within reason, okay? Remember to take those rests. Well done, team. Remember to create the space around you. I hope you enjoyed it. Whew, that was amazing. Okay, join me on the mat for your next stretch that's coming up after this workout. Take care, bye.